What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Difficult to Please podcast, episode 44.
44, baby. Let's go.
Hey, um, we are recording on Sunday, May 22nd, and for this episode, I'm drinking a beverage, but I am a sober beverage.
Were you like no more buzz thoughts, no more buzz thoughts?
No, not right now. I'm gonna go drink later, so
Oh, you gonna start it now? You gonna start it now?
Well, I gotta head out and drive to the location, so let me just stay sober now, and then I'll come back a little buzz thoughts, a little faded, but we good.
Okay. Where y'all going?
To a bar in Southeast Portland. It's called Dead Shot.
Where? Damn.
Yeah, we out here. Yeah. Sunday drinking. It's hot.
Is it
It's
hot?
nice. I mean, hot is comparative, obviously. Hot in the Pacific Northwest right now is low 70s.
That's hot. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's hot. It's because we've had days with like low 50s. That's like our bodies have adjusted to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's our kind of medium
Mm-hmm.
or our base. Now we're like, okay, now that we're back into the high 60s, low 70s, we're like, oh, it's getting hot.
Oh, okay. I feel you.
I know. I mean, what's the weather like back in San Diego? Is it hot, like 80s, 90s?
No, it's like 60s right now.
Okay,
it's different. It's different.
That's different. Well, that's like cold for San Diego.
Yeah, it's cold for San Diego. That's what I was like. Yesterday was like, it might rain. I'm like, it might rain. The fuck?
Yeah. Fuck. It's all good.
Yeah. Yo, so what's been new with you? Lots happened since
grinding.
that whole Elon thing.
A lot, yo.
Yeah, lots happened.
I know we're not scheduled to talk about Elon, but I've posted a few things on Elon. I mean, not a few things. It's literally one video on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok at Difficult to Please. We have like 45 people. I don't know. I want to say most of them are bots, but we out here.
Speaking of bots,
but yeah.
Speaking
of bots, well, I don't know, man. When it comes to Elon, it just seems fickle in how he's approaching this purchase or not purchase. It just feels to me and a lot of other people on the internet here is a bunch of buyer's remorse.
Yeah, I think so. I think he just like rode his hype too much. He's like, oh shit, this is
He's
the
like,
worst time to buy a house.
He's like, oh shit, I dropped 44 bill and my real money making company has taken a big hit in its stock price because of sexual allegations during his time as at SpaceX. I don't know. Facts don't matter. It's there somewhere in these internets, but Tesla is obviously taking a hit. Yeah. And I don't know if he has 44 bill to put up for this deal anymore.
Yeah, I know. Was it Morgan Stanley or no? It was Morgan Stanley that was
Morgan Stanley
is helping finance the deal. Like everyone wants their money on this. Everyone's like, "Come on, man, we signed that contract. We're backing you on this one. Signed the deal." But I mean,
the deal.
Some people are thinking he's just looking for a lower price. But yeah,
I don't think so, man. I just really think he's got like fuck. I'm committed for 44 bill.
Yeah,
fuck.
Right. I mean, if you can
that's like worse than buying a house. It's worse than buying a house. You're like, I don't like this fucking neighborhood. What the fuck did I do?
Yeah, yeah. Seriously, it's like just to have my own house. I decided to go in the ghetto for this. Wrong area.
What the fuck? You're like, whoa.
The idea of a
Tesla.
house.
This house was nice at that time, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but so yeah, that's the thing with Elon. And that's the current update is that he's putting his deal on pause. While
supposedly,
while the whole entire market's like going down, and I don't know. Are you worried? I'm not too worried that much.
I'm mediocrely worried. I'm not too high or too stressed out about it because I don't know. We've ridden out this fucking recessions how many times?
So I think 3 times now, right?
This is the third. This would be the third time whenever the official drop, right?
Yeah. This would be the third time.
COVID, recession, and then 2008. So
And
it's
then there was one
weird.
more, right? Wasn't there one more? One more recession?
Uh,
No?
the .com one, but I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, that wasn't really us.
I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, we
I
were
had
just
no money.
discovering the internet. It's like I was on my compact computer. I was like, this, I don't work.
You're like, I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah,
I had no bearing of the world. I just know 9/11. That was like
that's true.
that's it. And in terms of economics, like I .com burst and the .com bubble, like
Yeah.
that's just mythology to me at this point. I'm like, oh,
I'm trying to remember what our episode about the Tale of Two Economies was. Oh my god.
oh
Was that about reset?
shit.
Yeah, I remember. I was like, it was something we talked about years and years ago about like recessions and stuff like that. Anyways, I guess it wasn't too bad now that I think about it. And then
We're like, it wasn't that important. I mean,
that
fuck it.
part. I mean, I feel like recessions only hit like people's social security harder because they're like, "Book my investment right now."
Yeah, it's people with a lot of money, five figures or
Already,
whatever, five to
already
six
in there.
figures in the market, IRAs, 401ks, and
Hmm.
people living on fixed incomes. I get that part, but when you, yeah, we don't have, most of us don't have houses, and we have wage stagnation. So it, okay.
Do you
Like,
really think we have wage stagnation? Maybe for, I mean, oh, I guess it. I don't know. I guess if you factor in uh, inflation,
yeah,
it kind of
that's
is.
what,
Yeah, it
when
just
you
went
think,
back 8%.
yeah, so like, I mean, yeah, if you do all the calculations, like minimum wage or okay, federal minimum wage hasn't gone up, but then if you think about like
Mm-hmm.
California and like other like West Coast states of who have really high minimum wage,
Mm-hmm.
even that like I remember the idea of having a $15 like base salary was like radical a couple years ago. Now it's like that's what fast food workers are, already accustomed to, and
Mm-hmm.
even more because of the way that fucking the service economies are at right now.
Mm-hmm. True.
Because
True.
no one wants to work and be overworked in at a Chipotle or I don't know. Fucking, I'm just
Dang.
throwing shit out there because I know I've seen the, I've seen, I don't know if you've seen it, but here in Portland, where Chipotle's have sometimes they'll consolidate because they don't have enough workers at different
Mm-hmm.
uh
Like different changes and stuff like that.
locations.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so they'll have like if you have one spot here, but then within that like 5 mile radius, you have like 10 or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
and if they don't have enough workers on the line, like they only keep one open, but then they're now in charge of like the area's Chipotle orders,
Oh, interesting.
which is
Okay.
fucked up. You're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, like my burrito bowl is gonna take an hour to make. It's like ridiculous. I was like, it happened like a couple months ago. I was like, yo, I'm never ordering from Chipotle again because there was like one person cooking, one person doing prep. They were not doing walk up orders. Like you had to order through the app
Oh,
or through order
interesting.
through an app. I was like, oh shit, that's why you fucking like it's taking an hour for just like one thing because there's
Just no
nobody
people.
working. No one. It's a skeleton crew for a 5 mile radius of neighborhoods.
It feels like one of those like ghost kitchens where it's just like, yeah, we gotta
It's
make this
worse than the
burrito. It's
ghost
like,
kitchen.
oh shit, the app just said we have to make this cheese sandwich.
It's worse.
Yeah, it's worse than the ghost kitchen. But yeah, you speaking of like consolidating
What you
consolidating
got?
workers, we see different markets going or starting to start or we are seeing different companies entering consolidations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we've been talking about it like consecutively in our episodes, but
Oh for
a
sure.
big one that just came up was EA Games is now thinking about selling or doing a merger deal with somebody, and we don't know who exactly. I think they were
It's
trying
gonna
to
be
go,
Amazon Games. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
but if you
Just
think
kidding.
like different publishers they were looking at was like Disney, Apple, and Amazon, and like we've talked about Amazon, like yeah, Amazon's primed for any merger deal. Man, I'm so good.
You fucking set that up. You're like, I'm gonna do this. Check this shit out.
Yo, no, that was straight dope. That was
We
straight. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna say anything, but yo, that shit was straight dope. I'm fucking feeling myself right now. But no, I actually think Disney is the best one for it because ESPN, right? How can not ESPN and EA games go hand in hand with this kind of
no,
stuff?
that's actually that's actually a good point.
Yeah, so
That's a good point.
and
I didn't really think about that.
yeah, and Disney's already making one of their own metaverse games right now. So I think Disney's slowly gonna enter the gaming space. And I mean, they have the IP with Star Wars, with Marvel, and all that.
Hmm.
It's like if they really want to enter games by doing EA games, I think they could set themselves up for like a good run. I mean,
Well,
go ahead, go
I
ahead.
think so too. Just because I and this is gonna go to my second to my topic, but like how when it comes to esports, Madden was like or is like the kind of mainstream American esports that like people that can understand and get into.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because of the way that the sport of football is really popular in playing video games. Of the like most popular video game franchise, sports franchise in America. Like, okay, that makes the most sense because as from an esports perspective. Like,
Right.
if Disney wants to continue being in that space and kind of having that IP
Mm-hmm.
in their little fucking metaverse ecosystem, like, okay, that makes sense.
Right.
Um, I still say like somehow like Amazon should be in this just because of what we talked about episodes ago. How Amazon Games is pretty trash, and they
Mm-hmm.
need like new blood and new ways to be competitive in the space.
It's just Lost Ark, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like they have no titles. Like you say, like Disney has more the IP things that are that they own, but EA distributes those games. Like it's still EA doing the Star Wars games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know is EA also doing the Marvel
I
games? I don't
forget.
know.
I think that's
Facts don't
Sony.
matter.
Yeah. Facts don't matter. Yeah, so but then we know Disney's been doing it. Disney's been preparing to be like the anti-Netflix for like such a long time. They were
Yeah.
boosting up the catalogs, buying out Fox Entertainment. What else did they do? Yeah, they bought the Star Wars franchise. They consolidated the Marvel franchise a little bit, and then like now you're seeing if Disney can get EA's, I think there'll be a really good entertainment super ecosystem. You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's about owning as we're at the point of like monopolies and stuff like that because for tech, it's like how much can we get into everyone's lives, right?
Right.
For Disney, it's like how can we get you into the theater and watch our stuff? Oh, we're just gonna make bangers, dog. We're gonna have Marvel Phase 4.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have Spider-Man. We're gonna have
The Jungle
Doctor
Cruise.
Strange. Yeah. And then you're gonna have like I fucking hate the like anything that's ride based except for pirates. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I'm not gonna watch The Rock play Jungle Cruise.
It's crazy. So yeah, like I think Disney's pretty much set up. I think Disney's set up. They're on a good one. Apple's on a good one. The only people who really now,
I was on a good one, flex.
huh?
Life flex.
Apple's
Oh,
on a
you
good
said
one.
Apple. My bad. I thought you said I was on a good one. I was like, hell yeah, let's
No,
go, JB.
I'm not on a good one. Just kidding.
Oh shit.
No, Apple is on a good one.
Apple is on a good one.
Amazon could be on a good one, but they need more. They need another rail. They need an entertainment space rail that's not movies and TV shows. And then I can't think
Yeah,
who else.
gaming.
Yeah, then
Because I mean, like,
Google's gonna be
I think
Google.
you were
Google got
saying how
YouTube.
about like Twitch, like Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I
Amazon
think you were
owns
talking
Twitch.
to me on Discord how Twitch doesn't really give a fuck about individual streamers. They want you to stream all the time
Mm-hmm. That
versus
was the last episode.
yeah. There we go. It's like how Twitch is very forward and like we don't really care about what your mental health. We just want you to stream all the
Mm-hmm. Like, you're
time.
streaming 3,000 hours today. Like what?
Yeah.
There's 24 hours in the day. Make it happen.
Exactly. So it's like if if Amazon can get away with doing another thing that's not Twitch
Mm-hmm.
and getting to like the online space, and if that's through games and whatever metaverse they create, then okay.
Yeah.
I just feel like that, like Jeff Bezos might come back.
Ooh.
Only because I
Yeah.
listen to Pivot all the time with
Oh.
Scott
Yeah.
Galloway.
Yeah. Yeah. And Kara Swisher. Don't
uh,
forget about Kara.
Kara Swisher from
Kara.
the Vox Media Network. I get
Mm-hmm.
it. I listen to them all the time, but yeah, like Amazon, it just besides their Prime and the shopping experience, it's like I still haven't logged into Prime Video to watch things, and
Same. I haven't even seen the new Evangelion movies yet. Like, it's on my to-do list, and I just haven't seen them yet.
like how is their videos interface so bad? Like I don't want to like watch anything on it. It's so bad.
Yeah. You're
It's
right.
so bad.
You're right. It is terrible. It is so bad right now. But yeah, you're speaking. Since you're talking about. Wait, you mentioned Nike, right?
I did mention Nike.
Yeah.
No, so I
Let's
was
go.
saying how
All right.
like
Metaverse.
esports
Yeah.
and ESPN would be great for Madden, and I was saying how like in American esports hasn't really like took off, right? There's obviously niches around, and there's people uh that have, I want to say, like attachments to League of Legends, um, Overwatch,
Mm-hmm.
other. I'm not like, fucking drawing blanks like CS, but like there's that. But in terms of like what brands are behind it, like yeah, okay. So Nike just released a 50th anniversary kind of brand video where they kind of honor the past athletes that got them to where they are now. So that's like Spike Lee's character bringing up Jordan, Kobe, Serena Williams. It's like that. Those were the people that helped Nike propel them to where they are now. And then like there's this other character talking about, well, for the next decade plus, these are the athletes that are pushing, that should be pushing the brand forward. That's like Naomi Osaka, Chloe Kim, John Morant. There's other athletes in that spot. I'm just mentioning these kind of big names as a contrast here. So
Mm-hmm.
like, well, the thing I noticed, and because we talk about this all the time on this pod, is like esports. And like notably missing was anything mentioned about esports, despite like Nike's investment in outfitting the League of Legends squads. Like
Oh
that's their oh,
no, no, go
oh,
ahead. Go ahead. Finish here.
wait, hold on. It's a meeting will end. Did they fucking change? Fuck.
You're good on my part.
It says no, my fault. The fucking Zoom said this meeting will end in 10 minutes. Upgrade now to remove the 40-minute time limit. Did they change? They changed it.
What? That's
Yeah, they
crazy.
changed it. Oh, this is gonna change
Oh.
how we do the podcast.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh shit, indeed. Okay. Well, I guess we'll power through the next 10 minutes and do another 40.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey, hey. Okay.
Okay, we'll
Interesting.
have to pick it up. Okay, I'll pick it up and say, I already forgot what I fucking said. Okay, so it talks about esports. Yeah, Nike outfits the League of Legends squads here, but in terms of like, they don't mention how esports has an effect on what the brand is in the future. So like where we are at in the kind of culture, like nerdist and like being internet and esports is like, okay, in terms of like what brands now are, like who's in front in this kind of like esports,
Mm-hmm.
like whether that's Fortnite, whether that's uh Overwatch, League of Legends, and whatever games are coming out
Right.
competitively here.
Mm-hmm.
Like who has more of the brand cachet? Is it Nike? Is it Adidas?
Right. Right. Interesting. So it's funny because I didn't know that Nike was already like outfitting esports teams.
Yeah, it's like one though. It's like it's not like the entire, like just the whole ecosystem, right?
But I feel that's kind of weird though, because if they're outfitting, why didn't they mention him in the 50th anniversary?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, you didn't
Yeah.
say anything about esports.
Yeah, you know how many like new blood you can like bring into that. Like,
Yeah, and that's where I'm like, I think Adidas is a little for me. I think Adidas is a little bit ahead
mm-hmm,
right now in esports, just because of like their partnerships with Ninja. Um, I don't know. Ninja has a lot of cachet already
mm-hmm,
into the space, but I don't know what else Adidas has lined up in that can like anything competitively.
mm-hmm. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, they should. That sounds weird. That sounds like a wasted opportunity. It's like,
Yeah, right. Like who else is gonna would be down for this? If it's like not Nike, not Adidas, like okay, who from like if you're gonna put your brand in the next decade plus, like who would you put your shit into?
who's gonna be the first to sponsor Face Clan?
Like is like yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like
they should. I mean, they have to, right? Unless they're really gonna bank on the
somebody got
NFT.
to.
Yeah.
Somebody got to. I mean, yeah, Nike and has NFT projects with because they acquired Artifact,
Mm-hmm.
who's done stuff with Jeff Staple and Takashi Murakami,
Mm-hmm.
and we talked about the last podcast. And then Adidas has their NFT stuff with Bored Ape, with like the few Bored Ape members they have, whatever.
True. Yeah.
So it's like okay,
I think eventually it's gonna come around, but man, I feel like it's wasted space
it's
or
like
wasted
Nike versus
opportunity.
Adidas in the internet. Who's winning in the in that space?
Yeah, and it's none of them, I guess. Yeah, I can't even think like who the. I guess
It'd
when I
be
think
like,
gaming brands, I think Logitech, I think Razer, I think SteelSeries.
but like if you're gonna come up with jerseys, right,
Yeah, that's
and like
true.
apparel, like
Who's gonna do it first?
who would do it?
Yeah, and what is gaming apparel now? Like I guess when I look at League of Legends like tournament out uniforms, I'm just like, man, that's kind of tacky as fuck though. Not
It's
gonna
a little bit
lie, it's
tacky,
a little
right? It's
tacky.
like
It's a
it's
little tacky.
almost hockey like, but not.
Yeah.
Because I'm also thinking like, okay, when I play games, like what's most comfortable to me? I'm like, okay, like dry fit stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah. I guess so. God, that's so weird though. But whatever. I guess. Yo, if you can
it's a
swag
weird
out,
thing.
yeah, if you can swag out gamer like uniforms, I think it's gonna be like I think it's gonna be pretty dope.
Like I just want to look it up real quick, see if like the Call of Duty League has a sponsor.
Mm-hmm. I think if
Mm.
anything, we should try streaming on Discord.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we might have to switch to Discord
Yeah.
after that.
So we're gonna have a different audio or
Yeah.
different quality in a minute. But yeah.
League of Legends sponsors?
Mm-hmm.
No, it sponsors from Call of Duty's PlayStation, Mountain Dew, Astro, and the U.S. Air Force.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot the U.S. Air Force is sponsoring esports teams. That's right. I totally forgot about that. Oh, did you hear that
Well, I
story
told
about
you earlier how like
they got?
Undefeated is sponsoring the New York team on Overwatch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's
Yeah, it's
cool.
cool.
But did you hear that the Air Force was trying to like sponsor an esports team, and when they were streaming on Twitch,
Oh yeah,
they
Super
just got
Trolls.
they got super trolled by like war crimes and stuff like that. It's like, oh man, can't do shit on the internet.
Sucks.
Can't do shit on the internet.
Oh yeah, yeah. Even when I look at League of Legends sponsors, Nike doesn't show up anymore. So I don't know. I need to do further research and shit like that. But I just remember reading a press release where it says Nike was outfitting like League of Legends. But
Damn,
I gotta look at that shit again.
wasted opportunity.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it also ties it back in. Okay, so if fucking like if EA is acquired by Disney, is it gonna be who's making
Who's gonna make the moves? Who's
who's
gonna
making
pay Disney?
jerseys?
Who's gonna pay Disney? Who's gonna give money to Disney for these sponsorships? Nike,
Like
Adidas.
it's so weird, like right, like you would think one of these companies that are really big into like the internet and like the next few years would of tech.
Mm-hmm.
You think of like future of tech and like way that a brand is in somebody's life. Like okay, Nike or Adidas, nobody's like into like esports,
Right.
even though it's like the closest thing to a real sport, a spectator sport on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So
True.
eh,
Very true. Yeah.
it's
Wasted
something to think
opportunity.
about.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, when it comes, that was kind of like wrapping it up. How in the next decade so of the internet and the, I think the constant rise of esports and streamers is who's gonna be the brand that I guess the big brand now, like the apparel and I guess footwear brand for people on the internet. Is it going to be Nike? Is it going to be Adidas?
Mhm.
And just trying to like, what is that going to be? Because I think that's the big dollar kind of players in the space now. Like, where are they going to invest?
Right.
Let's wrap it up my piece.
Damn. That is. I feel you, dog. I feel that. I feel that.
All right, what you got?
Now, speaking of competitors in the space, you know how like we were talking about the Steam Deck and shit like that,
Oh yeah,
and
Steam Deck.
what's funny is that there have always been things like Steam Decks around. Like you got the PS Vita that flop. The only like
Flop.
winner in the space is the Switch right now, right? Nintendo's killing the
Always
mobile game.
Nintendo.
Nintendo kills the mobile
Nintendo.
game,
Woo!
and then obviously the smartphones are trying to get into that space too. Except for Epic. Epic's trying to find ways to get around the Play Store and the Apple Store. And so, I mean, they have homes. They could potentially have a home in Steam Decks. And they're one of my favorite competitors is actually the GPD, which is a pocket PC. Originally, it was a pocket PC. And then, like, you found people have been using it for gaming. Like, I've seen my friend, like, pull out his pocket PC from his pants and start playing Overwatch on it. Like it was like it's basically like a mini keyboard with like controllers on it, right? It has its
Oh,
own
okay.
screen. So GPD is now like since Intel and Ryzen are getting there in competition again. They've been trying to build smaller and smaller and smaller like CPUs and stuff like that. So now it feels like this Steam Deck is getting way bigger competition. GPD is coming back, and I think there's like some other portable gaming machines out there. But yeah, it's crazy seeing that because now I think it makes me think like, oh, maybe I don't want a Steam Deck next time. I think I might want to get like a GPD if I want a portable gaming thing. I think I might get a GPD Win Max. The new version's coming out. So why is this important? It's important because it's a vanity thing, okay? Like I want
It's my
to,
life. It's my life.
it's my life, okay? If I want to go outside and play fucking video games, I want to. Sometimes you can't play things on Steam. Sometimes you can't play things on the Switch. Even though Switch is doing a really good job competing with Steam on their indie games. And sometimes I just want to write a freaking MS document and drop it into my Dropbox. And that's
No,
where the
I get
GPD
it.
is gonna come
I get
in.
it. I get it. Well, I think for the TikTok, I'm gonna fucking have to put a visual of what the GPD is because I have no reference to this. Like I'm like,
Oh,
this is cool.
it's just
It sounds
imagine a Mac.
cool.
It's imagine a MacBook, but it fits in your hand, like in your palm. That's
Yeah,
it. Yeah. It's like,
I could
"Oh."
I could totally imagine it, but like the visual aspect, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can see like how dope that would be because I like I don't know. Like I understand. Like you could, there's the limited amount of games and software for the Switch. And that's like my own like basic like knowledge of portable gaming. Right?
Uh huh.
Is like it's not everything. It's just like what Nintendo has a tight grip of like what they release for the Switch. So
Correct.
it's not like there's not like everything for PlayStation or Xbox is gonna be on Switch. Not ever like there's a lot of ported titles, but not everything.
Correct. Yep. Yeah.
And
Correct.
not even like the PC titles are going to be ported to console as well. So there's that. And I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that.
You get me.
I do get it cuz
Shit.
I think one of the good things about portable gaming was like the first time everyone saw a PSP back in '04 or '05 like holy shit, that shit is tight as fuck.
Yeah, and it flopped. Sony continued to flop over and over again with the portable thing. So
Yeah, even
unfortunate.
though the PSP was like, "Oh my god, that's screen." Well,
Yeah,
like
it
whew,
it was godly at the
watching
time.
Spider-Man on fucking PSP when you're like Woo!
Yeah, it was pretty common
Oh
back
shit,
then.
that was tight as fuck.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, that's why I get the tech. Like, the good thing about tech. Like some, I guess, tech that is like made for people on the go is when you have these kind of like you able to bring your life like in the streets, for lack of a better word, out of your house,
In the streets, I'm gonna
in these
have I'm gonna
streets.
have a GPD in my hand or steam valve with my Stussy hat and jacket and or my
It's like those
Nikes
little
dancer
ads.
shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like you look like those ads and influencers. What they 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 want you to do is walk on like random streets and play your video games and stream at the same time. I get that. Like that's the shit. Like that's the shit that excites me about like consumer tech. Is like, oh,
Oh, it's fun. It's so fun.
that's the fun shit.
Can you imagine? Like, this is the new modern influencer. You're gonna be walking down the streets of like New York. You're gonna be wearing like your Nike, whatever, like Nike track jacket, Nike sweats. Just hear me out. Let me finish the thing. You're
Okay,
gonna have
go
a
ahead.
GPD in your hand. You're just walking. You're gaming. You're like, you have like a whatever Bluetooth headset that you're talking with your friends. You're like, yo, get him, get him, get him. We're going and we're gonna rush. And then after that, you put the game like, yo, I just arrived to the dance studio. I'll be back. And you put on those, you reveal your Nike dance shoes. You reveal like dancing to some like Kinja's routine. You're like,
Fucking kid just routine. Oh shit.
and like it's like, yo, this is the new modern. This is the new Gen Z right here, baby.
I
That
will
would be
say, I
tight.
think you posted it on our Discord.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How even though it's like 6 months old of news, I didn't realize it till you showed it. Where
Oh, same here.
Kinja's,
Yeah.
yeah, Kinja's collaborated with Tinker Hatfield of Nike fame, who designed the Air Jordans 1 through 15. Um, he like collaborated with fucking like Mike Song and Bailey Sock, are like making a shoe specifically for the dance community. Not like
And it looks like a
it looks
Cortez. It
it
looks
looks like a
so
Cortez, looks
sick.
sick as fuck, and it's
Yeah, it makes me
light,
want
and
one.
it's like I remember like when Kinjas was coming up, when they were called Ambu in at Vibe and back in the day. It's like, yo, like they've come a long way.
Yeah.
They've come a long way in the way that they parallel how they've branded themselves so differently from the Jabberwockies, even though spiritually they're about roughly the same kind of style. They just um the way
More
that
diverse dancers. Yeah.
yeah, they
Or style
way
dancing. Yeah.
style, yeah, but then the way that they took their brand path
Mm-hmm.
is so different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like and yeah, a lot of it for the Jabberwocky success is like this kind of like more
MGM.
mainstream route,
It
right?
is
So
definitely a more mainstream route.
mainstream route, because I mean, like if Shaq knows about Jabberwockies, if like everybody in basketball knows about the Jabberwockies, like
Mm-hmm.
it's more pop culture versus like Kinja's is very they're
It's
still kind of like this
niche-ish.
underground niche,
Yeah.
very niche. Like if you know crew,
Yeah, and like they're
but they put the
more.
work in. Like I
No,
get that.
100%. Yeah, they put
Yeah,
the work in. I still feel like Jabba makes more money than Kinja's, but
I would think so.
but Kinja's creatively just they have their own dance studio. They have
Mm.
music videos all over YouTube. They have a lot of collaborations. Like they're multi-channeled, which is really interesting about
Yes.
Kinja's. That's what I
Yeah,
like about
like
Kinja's.
Kinja's has ramen. Do you like? I don't know if our
Yeah.
listeners know that. I know for like 20 people, like Kinja's has ramen. They have uh different channels on YouTube,
Hmm.
and the way that they kind of
Like.
like they've gotten more like less into the I want to say less, but more into like the K-pop scene.
Hmm.
They have more credibility there, I want to say, than the Jabberwockies.
Oh
Jabberwockies is more of like the hip hop, like that's
yeah.
like where their credibility, and that's where we're like if Phil Tayag is fucking doing shit with Bruno Mars, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's is obviously a difference.
Hmm. There's a
And
difference.
like it's been a long way since Kevin Brewer used to work at Apple Store at UTC and
And
help
comment on my hoodie. Yeah.
JV with his iPod. Like it's been a really long
He's
time.
like, yo, I love your hoodie. Yo, I like you on Super Galactic.
Exactly. It's been a really long time, and like even Raph, fucking like our our homie Raph slash cousin Raph here, like he's known Raiden since back in the day for almost 20
Yeah,
years. You
it's
know, like
crazy. Yeah, it just seeing the come up of like Kinjas and Jabba is like
yeah,
it's dope. It's
yeah,
dope. It's dope. It's dope.
it's dope. And that was a really weird tangent.
I know.
I
I
just
forgot
know
how I
that
got there.
like, oh, we
Oh, the
we're talking
shoes.
about how your shoes and the Kinja's shoes, and like the way that they've
Market
both grown
Inso.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just how that like the steps to work to get there to like to where they are now. So shout out to them. Shout
Mm-hmm.
out to both.
At
We'll
least
tag them so we get a little clout. I'm trying to get a little clout for you and shit, dog.
try to get some cloud
Like
too.
and subscribe. This is a reminder. Like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us on all our platforms at Difficult to Please.
Hey, there you go. That's what's up. I. Do you have anything you're hyped about?
I am hyped. Um, fuck, dude. Okay, no.
I'm
I do have
hyped.
something hype. I don't. I always think I have to like. I say it out loud, but then I'm like, no, I know what I'm hyped about. So, um, this is a very Oregon Northwest thing, but not only is it berry season coming up, that's what I'm hype. I'm sub hype about that. That's like my summer marker.
Yeah, your
But this year,
salmon
I'm
berry shit.
hell yeah, salmon berries, blueberries, raspberries. Salmon berries aren't really commercially grown, so you gotta like forage for that shit. That's like fucking my white whale. Um, but I'm personally hype about in a couple weeks we're gonna go down to the Oregon coast, which is like a hour and a half drive from Portland. We're going to dig up razor clams.
Uh huh.
So like they're just really big clams about the size of your palm. They're mainly found in the beach, but you have to kind of dig for them. They're probably about like 2 to 3 feet deep into the sand.
Where?
Um,
Okay.
I'm hype about it because not I bought gear for it and my fucking fishing permit for it. It's
Oh,
because
okay.
the clams itself on the market, like if you like you can't find this in a regular supermarket because I want to say it's almost like the supreme of like shellfish because you can't find it in regular supermarkets. And if you find it at specialty supermarkets or specialty seafood grocery, um, the no COVID, um, the price market price per pound is about $30 for a pound
Okay.
of these things, and then like so you can max out on a daily basis at 15. So we're gonna go in a couple weeks, cat catch the max of 15. Then I'm gonna make clam chowder or like ceviche, whatever,
Hey.
fried oysters and fries and shit like that. I don't know. It's just really high because it's free shit. You can get more than a pound of oysters worth $30. I just like the idea of saving money that way
But you
of
spent money
finding
on
my
the
food.
license.
Yeah, but the license is $10. The gear is like I bought enough gear for like 100 something, like 120. But dude, I'm gonna find more fucking clams that are gonna equal this fucking amount.
Okay, because like for me, the moment you started saying like free oysters, like my head was like, all right, let me just put this on an Excel sheet in my head real quick. How much does
it's
it cost for the
it's
license?
almost it's gonna even out once after this first haul. And like after the
Okay.
first haul, boom, that's it.
All right.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna drive around like another 30-ish miles, and they're gonna cop oysters, not oysters. I'm sorry, mussels from the rocks and shit. And you can cap out at 72. So that's like
72 pounds?
72 point like just fucking
72
shells.
individual. Oh, okay.
Shells, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
72 pounds is a lot, but I
I
mean
was about to say
when
72 or 72 units. Okay.
catching 72 is like a lot.
Okay.
I think that's more than like 10 pounds.
Oh shit. Okay.
And market price for oyster I keep saying oysters. The
Muscles.
fucking mussels are like $8, almost $10 a pound.
Uh-huh. Oh shit.
Anyways, that's what I hype about. I hype about fucking going to the coast and getting seafood for foraging. I don't want to say I'll say not free, but foraging future meals. Literally farming, farming my food.
Is that what people in Oregon do? Okay, I feel
I
like
mean,
it's
yo, it's lit, dog. People are like a lot of these Oregonians and like white people. They're all about like, yo, we catch our cap at like within the hour. It's easy shit, dog. You fry them. It's hella sweet, hella good. I'm like, okay, I'm with it. It's shit. I'm not gonna do it in San Diego. I might do it now, but I wasn't doing it in San
so.
Diego before.
I guess I'm curious. Like I'm trying to understand the economics of it because I'm like just like no, not in a bad way. I'm just trying to think like
No, it's all good.
I'm trying to think of it like, but that really applies to people who can like who has like a more flexible lifestyle, right? Like if you work at 9 to 5, you can't get up, get
Well, that's why
oysters.
it's in a weekend, dog. I'm just gonna do this on a Saturday.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not gonna pick a random Tuesday. I'm like, okay,
Like
it's optimal. Well, because it's like you have. I'm not like it's like a deep dive. I really looked into it because like I was like so hyped about getting clams this season, but
mhm.
it's best to do it when there's like a low tide. So you have to like time it with like the moon, like the tide calendars for the
Okay,
month.
that makes
You have
sense.
to hella plan it. You're like, okay, if I want to go on a weekend, okay, what weekend is optimal because the tide is low on this weekend at this time?
Yeah,
Okay, be there at this time. You can. It's almost like WoW in real life.
it's like
You're
a
like, yo,
crafting game. You're like, all right, gotta live up my fishing abilities. Okay,
yeah, exactly. You're like, okay, it's
like
optimal at this time because there's not a lot of people here. Um, the drops are better at this time. It's the same shit, right? It's the same shit. Like you're gonna get the rares and the uncommons at this time. Sometimes you might catch a fucking like ultra rare legendary shit, but you know you'll farm at this point. You'll get a good yield. You about that, and sell that shit back for more gold, etc., etc.
are you gonna sell the clams?
No, man.
Oh, this is
I
this is saving money from the grocery store. What are you talking
hell
about?
yeah, dude. That's like seafood item. Like I would catch crabs if I fucking had the gear and had the time, really.
Yeah,
But I'm
I
not gonna
bet you're
fucking
gonna be like, we're making clam chowder all day, every day. Let's go.
catch. Ooh, fried clam strips though. Clam strips and fries. That's underrated as shit, especially like the good clams.
Damn.
Anyways, that's what I'm hype about. What you hype about?
What am I hyped about? I'm not hyped about a damn thing, to be honest.
Motherfucker, you-
Like okay, so you know how you kind of had that weird tangent on like your not tangent, but you went in a deep dive about like clams, right?
yeah.
I'm like oddly obsessed with like noise. Like I really want to improve the quality of audio and like like stuff like this, right? I'm trying to make
Yeah.
difficult to please
You
a
know,
better
the audio,
quality.
yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
I'm always telling Erwin, like you should really think about getting a mirrorless camera for like a webcam.
I bro, I'm looking for a job.
I know,
Now I'm
I
like,
know.
I'm fucking hustling here. I'm grinding these job boards. These job boards are fucking buff, dog.
Yeah.
Etc. But go on. I should stop talking about
Yeah,
myself.
yeah. And then so like things I've been doing, like I've been installing like you could see this, right? Like you see my camera, you don't really see
Yeah.
anything, but there I put my futon like right next to me, like right here as like a sound blocker. Exit it's 4 inches. 4 inches deep. I have like sound panels
Mhm.
here. And I was telling Erwin, I bought new lights. There's one like arm's length. There's a light here, and there's a light like right here, just so I don't look pale as fuck.
It looks more pro, dude.
Yeah,
It looks better.
yeah. So I've been really working
You
on
look like
this.
a real streamer and shit, dog.
Except I
You've
don't
been streaming
stream.
though. Plug your stream. You've been
No,
streaming.
I haven't been streaming.
No, I thought you have.
I've been doing something else
Oh, okay.
that doesn't require like that much stream. But yeah, I've been doing something else. Doing something else. But yeah, no, like the goal is like to make difficult to please like a better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just to make it better. I've been learning. Oh yeah, so I've been talking to Erwin about learning rebuying Adobe again because I got into like video making. Like I'm really into like making transitions and like I was thinking about like oh maybe we could like I could design like a difficult to please like transition thing. Like you could see the difficult to please icon like pop in the middle.
Yeah, we
and
need that shit.
yeah, so like it's fun.
Like
Like
a real YouTube channel. That shit.
and then you see like
This
the bell and
graphics are
and the thumbs up thing, and it's like like and subscribe, hit that bell. But yeah,
You know,
so for me,
extra
I get
shit.
yeah, I guess me being hyped about getting more into creative work lately. Like, a lot of things have been changing with me with life, and so it's about adapting to the next chapter of my life. I guess that's the thing I'm hyped about. There you go. I have a new. I'm
See,
entering a
stop
new chapter of my
downplaying,
life.
dog. You know this shit.
Was that?
Stop downplaying. You know you're fucking hype about something.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. So I'm hyped about the next chapter in my life right now because there's a lot of big changes happening with me. So and it is so funny when I went to my the family party yesterday. I'm not gonna talk about the thing I told you off stream, but I one of my uncles is like, "Where's your girlfriend, dog?" I'm like, he's like, "Raph is already having his second kid. What about you?" I'm like, "I got goals, baby. I got goals. I don't care if I'm 50 when I finally get married, but I got goals right now, and like I'm like so set on my goals. April and
Yeah.
May have been like creative, fun experiences for me. Like I've been on a good one. I've been on a good hype lately. So this is my life plug-in hype thing. My life's good right now. I'll tell you that right now. Creatively, my life's really good.
Plug your shit. Then what's the other shit you're working on?
No,
You can't drop it yet. You can't
yeah,
drop it
I can't
yet.
drop anything yet. I can't drop anything yet. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, no, it's me getting more involved with the creative aspects. I'm learning video. I I've been learning how to like EQ audio a little bit better. I know it sounds really weird now, but I think if you hear it later, it's gonna sound much better. And then yeah, fuck, I don't know. Life's crazy. Life's crazy. Life's good.
Crazy,
yeah,
man.
yeah, and yeah,
It's crazy.
it's on a good one. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
That's the
this week,
show.
dude.
That is the show.
So yeah, we're trying to move to a more consistent schedule for those listening and paying attention. Still, I know numbers wise, y'all drop off at this point. So we're trying to be more consistent. I'll put that up on our TikTok because I'm I'm saying it TikTok. I know we have our other platforms. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. But it's just because the way the algo works better for TikTok and Discovery and all that. Right now, it's like it's my time doing shit is for TikTok right now. So like and
No,
subscribe.
TikTok's
Follow.
yo, I'm on TikTok now, man. TikTok's crazy. That shit keeps me up all night in the
The
morning.
algo is crazy.
Yeah, it goes crazy. All right, man. Let's wrap this shit up. Got anything
All
to say?
right.
Got anything to say?
No,
Anything
just
new?
like and subscribe on YouTube when this goes up. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Difficult to Please at Difficult to Please Podcast. I forget which one's which, but we're on there. That's
Hitting
it. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah. All right, man.
Play the
that's it.
outro. See you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.